All right, let's take a look at it. This is usually a red flag for me right from the start. Now, let me explain. They're starting it with the basis of just because I leave the church doesn't mean I'm walking away from the Lord, which although that is true, that's not healthy to do either. I have seen so many friends of mine that have walked away from the Lord, and the first thing they did was they stepped out of the church. And what that does is it removes you from accountability, from community, from everything that would help you in your journey with Christ. You're doing everything solo. It's like you're going alone, and where we're already going to be under spiritual warfare and everything. So like going out by yourself is not a good idea. You need accountability, me included. Whenever I see people say like, well, I'm not leaving God, but I am leaving the church, there's already something off in their spiritual journey.
Know your name. Let them know the pain, sacrifices you made. Won't let.
Oh. Discernment, quote unquote discernment, is not really a good way to justify your actions, because discernment, from what I see most Christians describe, is God revealed to me things in the spirit realm that he doesn't reveal to everybody else. Which, again, is an automatic red flag. Most of the time, that's how cults start. So whenever people say, I have discernment, then my next question is, okay, what did you discern? So let's see what she discerned.
Lord, it's your world, we're just spinning in it. Lord, it's your world, we're just living in it. Oh, don't you tell me how to feel.
This is not discernment. These are questions, which is okay. But you don't want to make a final decision on something about something you didn't even understand. That's a really bad idea. So why is the book of Enoch not in the Bible? Well, all you got to do is do some basic research on Google, read it, and then even ChatGPT it if you don't want to do that. I mean, this is just what I looked up on ChatGPT as to why the book of Enoch contradicts the Bible, or why the book of Enoch is not in the Bible. It's very simple. As to why we don't use the name Yahweh in church, because God has many names. He goes by Adonai, he goes by Elohim, El Shaddai, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Rapha. There's many names he goes by. The reason why we say Jesus is because Jesus is the English translation of Yeshua, which is Jesus in Hebrew. So it's not like we're committing blasphemy. We're just using the English translation. Like my name is Jonah in English, but in Mexico they pronounce it Jonas. I'm not taking offense to that. That's just how they pronounce my name in their dialect. These last two questions, you can just ask your local pastor or your church to get more understanding. Why don't we talk about spiritual warfare and demons? Most churches I see that they do. Most Christians talk about spiritual warfare because it is a very real thing. As to why churches use the facilities that they do, I don't know. But that's the person's job, and they're accountable to the Lord. So if they're in sin, God's going to convict them, not us.
Died on the cross, rose on the third day.
This is a giant red flag for me as well. Now, I'm really trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but all of this doesn't seem like good Christian digestion of decision. I could be wrong on this, but my first interpretation is that she sat in nature and just spent time with the Lord, which is great. But if you're going to navigate your relationship with the Lord, you need the Bible too. You need his word too. You need the body of the church with pastors who have walked their faith in Jesus Christ for multiple years, longer than you have, longer than I have, to help us navigate this stuff. Doing this by yourself and not using the Bible this is like, I'm legit scared of people who legit walk this path of Christianity because there's no safe boundaries there. They're just kind of wandering around saying whatever they feel like is God. Now, I'm not saying that this is her. I'm not condemning this. What I am responding to is how people can receive this message. So if this is not her, don't harass her. I don't mean to be attacking her. But from what I'm interpreting this, everything of this is a red flag. Where you're by yourself deciding what you think God is like, what you think God wants for you, but you don't have accountability, you don't have pastors, you don't have spiritual authority under your life, like Hebrews 13 talks about. You're not honoring the Bible, you're not honoring the word. Like, this leads nowhere good. So please don't harass this creator. I'm just sharing from my own perspective because I get questions about these a lot. I hope this helps somebody.